Hey yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my VTuber gamers chat? There's actually been a lot, and I mean a lot, of male VTuber discourse going on around in the past few days, I would say. Well, it hasn't been that long, anyways. So, I wanted to talk about it because, obviously, chat, I am basically one of the only male VTubers to talk about it because I am the greatest male VTuber since I do that. I do make the rules, which is why I'm the only one who is able to follow them. I don't tell anybody about it. That's how I win, chat. I win by stacking the odds against everybody else. Anyways, so Bao made this tweet. Now, there is context to this tweet that she didn't put out until a few days later, which might make it sound worse, but no, not even a few days later. It was literally the day after. It was about the day after, and I didn't really take too much offense to it myself. I could see where people can, it's a very, very vague, right? So let's read it. It says, if you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience, and a much larger and successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with with attention on stream and DMs, etc., don't walk, run. Now, by itself, this sounds weird. Okay? It sounds like just avoid any male content creator, blah, 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 blah. But you also have to add the context of what's been happening recently, which is kind of where because obviously I'm, watching all the drama unfold, I know where this is supposed to be referring to. And yesterday she did a stream. She has music in it, so I can't really play any of it. I think it's because most of it's DMCA, so I'd rather just not play it. But she is, in fact, referring to specifically about the Mizkif situation, right? Obviously, Miz is a dude and Emiru is a girl. So when you put two and two together, it makes sense, right? But I can kind of see if no one, I don't even know. I guess you had to not be paying attention to the drama lately, which is not unheard of, right? Some people don't even care about drama, and that's cool. That's better for you and your mental anyways. But, I can't see where people, like, this blew up, by the way. It has almost 3.5 million interactions, and people and other male VTubers are just coming out of the woodwork, like, being kind of pissed. I'm not going to lie. A lot of them didn't really appreciate this post because from what they said, it sounds sexist. Do I think it sounds sexist? No, I don't really think it does. Does it sound confusing? And it might insinuate some things? Yeah, I could kind of see that if you look at it I'm trying to see it from every possible angle, right? And right now I'm kind of leaning a little bit to the side, and if I squint my eyes, I can kind of see it. Yeah, right. Like if I look at it in that direction specifically, I can kind of see it. But let's look at this. So, let's see. Just because I don't want to include every single nuance, exception, possibility, and variation doesn't mean we're not still having the same conversation. Stay safe, gang. Now, Bao herself, she said that she had someone specific in mind when she wrote this tweet. And yeah, it does go back to the Mizkif situation, but she wasn't talking about Mizkif. She was talking about someone specifically. And that's kind of where, unfortunately, she has to vague post, right? Because that person, from what she said, would take litigation against her, so she can't really do that. She can't really put out his name like that. And I get it. It also feels like maybe this should have been a little bit more vague and just say if you're a content creator. But at the same time, I get it. It's for someone specific. You see Shondo right here saying truth in Beck. Shondo. Shondo hates males. No, just kidding. Let's see. Let's see what does it say. What does Mujin say? Bro, literally cannot be more true, Lamau. Especially if you offer to help grow if you... What? Especially if you offer to help you grow if you move in with them. Okay, yeah. So everyone has... Everyone is... Pretty much... Everyone gets what she's talking about. I've seen it happen to people before. Oh, it's Maxor. I keep forgetting Maxor interacts with VTubers, even though he has them in his videos all the time. What's important is looking at the behavior. There will be millions of random qualifiers that might make people think otherwise, but someone's behavior is telling no matter who they are or what they do. And Bao says, pattern recognition is listening to your gut feelings is absolutely a must in this space. even just making friends, double check if there isn't your imagination even if it isn't your imagination can save you so much pain. And I get it, right? I get having to really be on your guard when it comes to this space and stuff like that, but it is just the entirety of this space. Like I said this once and I'll say it again. Cinder wasn't the only one. Cinder was just the most profiled when it came to situations of like mistreating friends and stuff like that. So this is exactly happening pretty much on the daily when it comes to the VTuber space. And in some ways even worse because Cinder just backstab her friends, but people are like out here taking advantage of people, if we use her example of men taking advantage of girls, which would be kind of funny in the VTuber space because it's like we're pretty much at a disadvantage. We get less viewers than women, and that's okay, bro. That's never stopped me from trying, right? Just because it is the truth doesn't mean it's gonna make me stop. Right, here's Yuzu. I think I just pulled her card yesterday. When you're at a streamer party event and the conversation with other girls turns into, oh my god, he did that to me too. Chat. Never go for a friend group. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. It breaks my heart to know that this happens. So we're getting like pretty much every girl, every female streamer on here. The power of not answering DMs is right here. On the groom is gone with one little trick. Tomo, my VTuber, Shoto. Here's actually Shoto, who is a dude. The way this keeps happening time and time and again is scary. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It makes me realize that Hollywood isn't the only place where this happens. It'll happen to anybody, right? This is just Miss Lala. And we're just having nothing but VTubers agreeing, which it's not really the part that got people talking about it. It's not what people agreeing, it's what people disagreeing that really got the most traction, right? So here's someone who didn't agree with what Bao had to say, right? Here's someone talking. I don't know if they're a dude. I kind of don't want to open this, but this person said, "Why is Bao yapping about being canceled over this tweet on stream? The main criticism I've seen of this tweet was poorly worded, and should have said people rather than men." And now I gotta read some of these tweets. She loves being the victim so she can milk brainless sims for hers. Okay. I defended multiple times over the sender fall in this situation. She seems at least at fault, but this is really a bad look on the image. They all were just messing with each other, and it seems makes the situation looks a lot blah blah blah. Tweet something dumb and generalized, man, and that's kind of where it all boils down to, right? It all boils down to a lot of male VTubers just taking it to the point where they think she's talking about men specifically, like all men, every man ever in the VTubing space. When it's not, like she even explained it yesterday that it had, and I get it. This is probably people reacting the day of. As you can see, this is the 26th. Today is the 28th, and she did the stream last night on the 27th. So dates are gonna line up, right? This is how some of the replies are reading this to give you kind of a idea of how people are reacting. If your female and male approaches you, run. That is kind of funny. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here got some of these. Hot take: men are not inherently evil. Thinking so is sexist. I love being a man on the internet. General statements. Oh, I mean that's gonna happen either way, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm disappointed in Bao. Generalization of entire group is a fallacy of no return, and you know it. Holy shit! So I'm telling you, a lot of people are not on board with this. Like they really weren't on board with it, and I don't know. Yeah, these are all from 2 days ago where she first posted it. Sorry about that. 14K likes on a post about misandry, why women deserve less. Okay. All right, bud. I think I'm generally heartbroken being a guy at this point. To have people look at you genuinely, to have people you looked up to genuinely think All men are the problem. Yes, there are problematic ones that should be dealt with, and I'm just tired. Let's see if Bao actually responded. No, she did not. She actually did respond to some of these. But I think the problem is that people are taking this generalization as a generalization, right? When I heard this and when she said that, I didn't think, yeah, she's talking about me. Do you know why I didn't think she was talking about me? Because I don't do this stuff. Chat. This dude, Kizuna Kip, random dude. You probably don't do this stuff. So it doesn't apply to you. You should never think that it applies to you. That's what I always feel like. And I get it, right? But you're a dude. You can't, or not. I don't want to say that you're a man, but you're on the internet. You kind of have to grow a thick skin, especially if you want to make content. It's what it is. It's not something you can really stop. You kind of have to grow a thick skin. And so when you see like posts like this, especially from someone like Bao, who we all love, dude, I love Bao. Fun fact: one of the first rap covers I did as Rin was a rap version of one of her songs, and then I haven't made music since, but still. Just a silly whale girl being misandrous. Oh! And perpetuating the ongoing horny male VTuber equals problem, but female VTuber equals funny gremlin discourse. Instead of doing this, why not call out all the male creator that effed you over and avoid them? Guess males cannot be the victim. Again, it's because, if you guys don't know, it's because she would get sued. That's why. Because we're kind of in that point of the internet where people are going to sue each other for slander and stuff like that. So it's probably best to vague post until that person comes out. Creative advice, unfortunate timing. Yeah, it is kind of around the time. It's an unfortunate time and the perfect time at the same time. Because it is around the time that Nina Lin essayed Saeed, but at the same time, it's around the time that Ms. Kiff came out. So you kind of... It's kind of yes, senor, no, and then you're out. Anyways, way too many pick-me's ignoring the message for the sake of attention. Who? What? I have a lot of female VTuber friends to nag on, but I do it for fun with no intentions behind the sad truth, but assuming everyone who spams your DM, you're pre-debut, bro. I think they're talking about actual VTubers. I'm sorry, chat. V-tweeters aren't VTubers to me. I'm sorry. Make some content, open up OBS, talk at a camera. It's really not that hard. V-tweeters are not VTubers to me. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. If you actually plan to debut, I'll give you a pass. If you have debut to be decided and you never have a date, you're not a VTuber to me. Please sketch of everyone attempting to own OP in the code receipts. That's pretty funny. Oh yeah, here's this one. Men are not evil, thinking in until sexist. Yeah, blah blah blah. Men that are crying about this are the same men that cry about using weed. Choose the bear. I don't care if you choose the bear. Like, here's another one, right? The bear thing. The bear thing also never really bothered me because it's like, okay, I don't really care. Ooh, she has a very cute design. I really like that design. But yeah, I think I was trying to open this and I didn't open the thread. Lamau. We do one takes around here, by the way, chat. This is not being edited. I love being a man on the internet. Yeah. A woman essays a man on stream in a 48-hour ban, and the man doesn't. Again, they're thinking more of the Nina Lin and not really thinking about the whole Ms. Kiff situation. I will run regardless of man, woman. Yeah, okay. Bow, run. Yeah, that's probably a good one too. Run. Fixed it. If you're an up-and-coming content creator with a small but growing audience, a much larger sexual content, yeah, I mean, yeah. About typing is so real. About what about the large, more successful content creators who approach you out of nowhere? Man, could I have? Oh, also, I didn't realize mine was here. My reply is here. When people are posting this, I didn't take it seriously, so I made a joke. I have this Vegeta running meme, and I said, "Oh no, you don't. You can't get away." Because chat, here's what I always say. Here's what I've been saying. Chat, this is genuine advice. Okay, chat, this is advice for VTubers, for male VTubers. If you're a male VTuber, never try to be the exception of what a good VTuber is, what you should do is be the example of what a bad VTuber is. If they're gonna put these labels on you, fit them to a T and be a lot worse. It'll be so much better for you in the long run. Oh, just kidding. Gonna make this a clip. Surely someone I cannot. Okay. Or the opposite. No publicity, but only DMs. Joking. I mean, I like only talking to people in DMs, bro. But I also don't talk to people. That's the thing about me. I don't talk to nobody. You know why you never heard me get in trouble recently since I started opening up this channel? I don't talk to anyone. But chat, that was just an interesting conversation that I wanted to talk about. There's even another one that I wanted to talk about red flags and male VTubers. We're going to have that for another video. Chat, let me know how you guys feel. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you gamers on the next one. Bye.